All right. All right. I think we're good. Guys, I've been having weird things with my mic, with the cord that goes to the USB to the computer, but we're good to go now. All right. Let's talk about it. The Utah Jazz get another win. It's the Hoops Nerd Jazz Show. All right, guys. So the Utah Jazz just got another win. They're 4-1. Sorry, I'm like gun shy because this mic has been dropping like crazy lately, but it looks like we're good to go. All right. So the Utah Jazz get another win. They're 4-1, like everyone predicted this season. It's pretty wild. I'm just kind of having a great time. And I think at this point, what I'm kind of hoping for is just to have fun along the way. Let's just really quick here. This is looking, I'm going to just, sorry, we're going live. I don't care. I'm adjusting this. This is making me a little crazy. But let's just, I think I just look a little too, we're a little too, we're going a little too much with the black and yellow. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. Here we go. So anyways, the Utah Jazz get a 4-1 win. Let's talk about the Houston Rockets first. Let's just drop me here and bring up this and bring this down. And here we go. All right, the Utah Jazz. I've said that like 4 times. Yeah, hey, come on board. The court and jerseys looked really good. And honestly, we just need to accept at this point that it's a good combo, especially when the Jazz are playing on their court and they're wearing matching jerseys. It looks really good. All right, so this Houston Rockets team, they got Jae'Sean Tate back. There were a ton of fouls in this game on both sides. It was like 55 fouls for the game. Pretty ridiculous. There's something I want to bring up, actually. But let's talk about the Rockets first. Jae'Sean Tate played for 20 minutes, but a lot of that is because he had 5 fouls, like it says there. I still am kind of trying to get a feel for this Houston Rockets team. I know they didn't have Sengun, so that probably you don't get a full feel for what they are. But I will say that this team is one of those teams that they're going to have to learn to defend better, or I don't know how good they're going to become, because they can definitely score the ball, but when they're struggling to score, they are not going to be very good. Jalen Green can be just absolutely electric, but tonight he was 6 for 20 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3, 17 points, and he was easily the lowest plus-minus on the team. He's going to be really good. At least I think so. I think he's going to be really great, and he just needs to figure some things out. But, man, when he's having a night like tonight where the shot's just not falling, the Rockets need to find other ways to win. The good teams in the league figure out multiple avenues to victory. And this Rockets team right now is just, they win with like an offensive explosion. I mean, let's see. Kevin Porter Jr. is a really fun player. He's one of those guys that's a really fun success story for the Rockets. He can really score and he's a pretty good, honestly, like a pretty surprisingly good facilitator. He had one play where he hit a corner 3 shooter, and I was like, that is like Harden stuff. He looks really good. But like I said, this Rockets team has got to figure out other avenues to get a victory, because when the offense for them isn't just like exploding, there's not like, what other ways are they going to win? You know, because there's teams out there that win with defense, and there's teams out there that can win. Well, I guess it is. You win with defense or can win with offense. Maybe it's just that simple. And I just don't know if this Rockets team is a team that can win with defense yet. So they need like another defensive guy. I tell you what, who's the guy on the 76ers who's played 5 minutes and they hate that guy? What's his name? Oh, well, we're going to look it up right now. This is just the Hoops Nerd Show. We do whatever we want. Oh, my gosh. Sixers roster. There we go. What's his name? Matisse Thybulle. Why wouldn't the Houston Rockets go out and get Matisse Thybulle? I think he'd be a great fit for them. And then if you had Jabari Smith, some Matisse Thybulle, and then you had like a really nice defensive center, this is all of a sudden a team that really can take it to the next level. So I don't know if they're still interested in kind of getting a pick this year. I don't even know their pick situation. Rockets fans, let me know what the pick situation is. But they just need more defense. And I think they got to start thinking about how to roster build. You know, if Jalen Green is the guy, then you need to put guys around him that adhere to his strengths. And I just don't know if he's that elite defender yet. Maybe he can be, maybe not. He kind of looks just like a very nice scoring wing guard to me. And I don't know if he's that defender that you want. And so that's why Jabari Smith is exciting, because I think he can play like a wing defender, although they have him as a center. So I don't know. But they need a defensive, athletic center, and they need some more wing defense, because the defense isn't there for them. But I think it can. They either need to get some nice free agency pickups, or they need to draft it. But someone like Matisse Thybulle would be great for them. He's awesome. All right, guys, before we do this, let's see. Let's bring up Prize Picks. I did not have time tonight. I took the kids to trunk or treat. We went trunk or treating. Oh, and we're changing up our hat right now. Just 1 second. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just wanted to put this on just because I have it. We got to figure out how to incorporate this into the show. Maybe we do some sort of I don't even know. You guys are going to take jazz advice from a guy that wears a space helmet, okay? Tonight, you're getting tips from an astronaut, okay? Anyways, Prize Picks, if you're watching this, the Prize Picks promo from Hoops Nerd is out of this world. This Prize Picks, the ads are solar. They're universally profitable for all of you. So go to Prize Picks and use Hoops Nerd. You won't regret it. So go to Prize Picks. As a channel, we've won $450 with promo money. $450. It's crazy. It's free money. The Prize Picks money. It's out there for you. Go use promo code HoopsNerd at Prize Picks. They'll match up to $100 in Martian green. All right? So go get it. Go do it. Get your Prize Picks. Okay? Listen to me. I'm an astronaut. All right, let's talk to the Jazz. Let's talk about the Utah Jazz. Oh no, Jordan. Just keep trying, my man. If not, or not, but keep your chin up. I'm trying to keep my chin up in this helmet. It wasn't designed for enormo heads like mine. All right. Lauri Markkanen continues his path to become the most improved player and also possibly MVP, because the Utah Jazz are 4-1, one of the best records in the NBA. And they continue to accomplish their goals of winning everything. And it's behind the play of Lauri Markkanen, who tonight, 10 for 15 from the field. Woo! This helmet. The atmosphere in this room is getting a little tight around my skull. All right. 24 points for Markkanen. He was a plus 10. He had that incredible block in transition. And let's see. 9 rebounds, 3 assists. He's just become such a nice player with the Jazz. He's doing such nice things. He really brings a level of stardom to this team. I can't. I don't know. This is a good idea. All right. Thanks for being here. Anyways, Lauri Markkanen's been fantastic. I love Lauri Markkanen. He's fantastic. He kind of does everything you'd want in a wing. I know he's not kind of an elite defender, but I would say he's an average to good defender. On good nights, he's a good defender, but at worst, he's average. And that's pretty much what you want when you have someone who's scoring at this level of efficiency. And one of the things that's really cool, and we saw it tonight a little bit, is he knows how to use his size, especially from three. If he's got a smaller guy on him, he is legit 6'11", 7 foot, and will rise and fire and hit. And he's one of those guys that can rise and fire with his height. It's pretty awesome. So exciting stuff from Lauri Markkanen. Kelly Olynyk finally came down to earth today. He had been shooting 78% from three before this game. So, and it might have even, no, I actually think last game he was like shooting like 80, like he was 2 for 2 from three. So he came down to earth a little bit. We expected this, but what's interesting is the Jazz still found a way to win. This is such a team that plays with such cohesion. Here, we'll take this off. Guys, Prize Picks, go use promo code HoopsNerd. Oh, not me. There. Anyways, this isn't something I'd be too worried about. He still had 8 rebounds and 6 assists. That's what's so cool about Olynyk. He has been probably the biggest pleasant surprise for this Jazz team, especially with how Jazz fans were so frustrated that all they got was Kelly Olynyk. Well, look at this. He's putting up 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and he's helping your team win. He's a +8. All he does is help you win. All he does is make smart plays and plays like a team, you know? And the fact that he can stretch the floor so Jared Vanderbilt can flourish is fantastic. So this pairing right here is fantastic because you stretch the floor with Olynyk. He's a big part of why this offense for the Jazz is doing so well because they can just move the ball, and he moves the ball. Look at that. He led the team in assists tonight. So pretty awesome. Jared Vanderbilt, foul trouble again, although the refs tonight it was like crazy. Let's see. How many fouls were there tonight? So personal fouls total, 26 on the Jazz. And for the Rockets, 30. So between the two teams, there were 56 fouls. Just wild. Like at one point in the fourth quarter, it got just kind of nuts. Like, can you just let them play? And they were just calling fouls on both ends of the floor, on the Jazz and the Rockets, to the point where it's like, can we play basketball? You know? It's just ridiculous. So Vanderbilt only played 19 minutes. And like we said here, I mean, Jayshawn Tate was the opposite end. He couldn't stay on the floor either with foul trouble. So 5 fouls for him. Jared Vanderbilt, 6 fouls. Kelly Olynyk fouled out, 6 fouls. It was just crazy. At a certain point, these refs need to like the flow of the game matters. And at the end of the day, it is entertainment. And when the refs are calling 56 fouls, that's annoying. That's not fun. You know, let them play. But anyways, Jared Vanderbilt, there's not really a lot you can take from this. He's still got his rebounds, 8 rebounds in 19 minutes. The guy just plays so hard. He's a lot of fun. 2 assists. But anyways, this is, by the way, in terms of Prize Picks, Jared Vanderbilt's a nice pickup for things like rebounds or steals or things like that. You just got to be careful because he can get in foul trouble. Just a little tip. Just a little tip. Like I said, we won $450 with Prize Picks. Jordan Clarkson tonight, 28 minutes. He was 6 for 14. He was a lot of fun. And then 50% from 3. He's had 2 or 3 games in a row now where his shooting has been just on fire. And tonight, 20 points. He was a +8. And then you add on the 5 assists. He's averaging 5 assists per game, guys. The closest he's been, let's see. Let's look up Jordan Clarkson. There we go. It already knows what I want. You can tell I've done this before. But you look at his career 3-point percentage. He's at 40% right now. So he's having just a bounce back year. Come on. Don't play the ad there. And then, let's see. Not 3-point percentage. What we're looking. Oh, yeah. Look. So the best assist year he had was his rookie year, is 3.5. So the closest was 3.5. He's averaging 5.3 assists per season right now. So just having a remarkable start to the season. Start to the season. It's fantastic. Let's see. Mike Conley played just 27 minutes tonight. It seems like they're really just trying to pace him. When he's on the floor, he makes such a difference. Tonight he had just 5 assists and 13 points. He's slowed down a tiny bit. He was averaging like 9 assists per game the first 3 games, so that slowed down a tiny bit as well, but he only played 27 minutes. I don't know if that was fouls or what, because this was technically another 3rd game in 4 nights for the Jazz, albeit it wasn't a back-to-back. So Colin Sexton, let's see, 10 minutes, 2 for 3. He left the game early and didn't come back, and you could kind of feel the difference because the big question this year for the Jazz has kind of been, well, what do we get from Colin Sexton? I think tonight told a story a little bit. They struggled to score at times, especially that second unit. He's become a really, really nice part of that second unit. And one cool thing about this Jazz team is they've really set it up to have like a 10-man rotation that has cohesive play with all these guys. They don't. Guys, I can't remember what did happen to Colin Sexton. I think it was like I don't know. I don't have time to look it up. I can't remember. I don't think it was like serious, but we'll find out. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, one thing about this Jazz team is they have 10 players that all play really well within the scheme. So you've got Colin Sexton, Walker Kessler, Malik Beasley came off the bench. I mean, this right here is a good bench right here. That's a really good bench. Walker Kessler has been just a revelation. He only played 11 minutes tonight, but that was partly because, I mean, look at this rotation. Will Hardy is getting everyone their bread. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys played. And Simone Fontecchio, 6 minutes. This wasn't garbage time. These were legit minutes. So he had 11 guys play legit minutes, and 10 guys played 10 minutes or more. So interesting stuff. This Jazz team is spreading the love with all these guys. Will Hardy is making everyone happy in a season where there was honestly a lot of volatility to this season. This has gone about as good as you could possibly hope for in terms of winning basketball games for the Jazz. There was a scenario with this season where it could go not great, where players would be complaining. They're not getting the minutes they want. They're not getting the touches. They're on a tanking team. And so are they going to get their money if they're on a bad team and not getting enough minutes, not getting enough stats to get another contract? So there were scenarios this season where it could have gone really bad. That is just a ton of credit to Will Hardy to get, not only be winning games, but giving all these guys a chance to really just shine. I mean, Talon Horton-Tucker, is it Talon? I think it's Talon. Talon Horton-Tucker, he had his best game as a Jazz man. Tonight he was 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, and he had just a monster dunk. He continues to be one of the more intriguing guys to me because, we talked about how he's a tall 6'4", and really what it is, he has just a massive wingspan. In fact, let's look at that. Let's see, wingspan. Let's see, 7'1" wingspan. That's crazy. That's crazy. If he's 6'4" and he has a 7'1" wingspan, oh man, that's why there's so much. I mean, that's just crazy. I didn't realize it was that long. But anyways, he has just got arms for days, and he knows how to use his size. Like he can get to the rim. Like that dunk, he just beat his man, gets to the rim and rises and dunks it. And he's got those arms that are so long. So he has a lot of potential in a lot of ways to be nice. And we've talked about this before. He's only 21. Isn't that crazy? Johnny Juzang is like the same age as him, and he's a rookie, and so there is just a lot of intrigue with Horton-Tucker. And I like that he's getting minutes because he kind of fills that role you need in the NBA where you have a guy with size that plays from the wing. And he can do that. And so I don't know if he can figure out his shot, then it gets really interesting. But he can really rebound the ball. He's got a body that's interesting, and he knows how to use his size. Honestly, I don't even know if Horton-Tucker's slow, but he knows how to use his size, kind of like how Joe Ingles was slow, but he knew how to use his size to get to the rim, And he's kind of got that same thing where he knows he's crafty. He knows how to use his body. He's incredibly wide, too, and he knows how to use it. But anyways, so I like this bench. It's a 10-man roster, basically, that has, like, cohesion. Each guy's playing the right way. I mean, look at these assist numbers. 3, 6, 2, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1, 4. I mean, these guys are passing the ball. 28 assists as a team. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. So this right here, this is the Jazz team stat. Let's see. I want to see team stats for the year. Team stats. Let's see. Assists. Okay. So the Jazz right now are doing 29.5 assists per game, if I'm reading this right. Let's go back to previous season. 29.5, right? We go here. Look at this. 22.4. The Jazz are getting 7 more assists per game as a team now than they were last season. This team is moving the ball more. They are hitting shots. They are playing a better brand of offense. It's a more enjoyable offense. It's fantastic. I mean, that's crazy. 7 more assists per game as a team than last year. It's just better basketball. It's great. I mean, we're watching a fun, well-coached team that plays with heart, that plays hard. It has solid talent. I mean, honestly, you look at this roster too, and sorry guys, I'm going on and on, but like these are all average to good rotation NBA players, and some of them are becoming great, Lauri Markkanen's played great this year. Kelly Olynyk's played really good. I mean, he was absolutely lights out before tonight, 3-point wise. So we knew he wasn't going to shoot 78% from three the whole season. So this isn't surprising. But still, 6 assists from Olynyk. He just knows how to – he's a good NBA rotation guy. Jared Vanderbilt, he gets 8 rebounds, 2 assists. And average, not the greatest offensive player, but he's one of the top defensive power forward wings in the league. He's fantastic. Jordan Clarkson, good. You go down the line, none of these guys are bad. Like, who's bad? Walker Kessler's a rookie, and he's a good rookie. He's playing good minutes. When he's out there, is anyone worried when Walker Kessler's on the floor? I'm not. He has played with so much poise. I mean, he missed a hook shot tonight, but, I mean, come on. He's played so well. I don't think anyone is worried about Walker Kessler. Malik Beasley's a 40% career, 36 to 40% career three-point shooter. Rudy Gay is older, but he still knows how to play. I mean, is Rudy Gay our worst player? Maybe. That gets minutes. Simone Fontecchio, maybe probably the worst, but those are like your 9th and 10th guys. So it's a good roster. I guess we shouldn't be all that surprised. So you have a good coach with good players, and they have a good system, and they're all playing unselfishly and defending. I mean, that kind of equates to a good basketball team. House money, Christian House money to Haas. Thank you, my friend. $5, man. Thank you, my friend. Win or lose, I'm a happy Jazz fan this year. Yeah, and maybe we can end on that. I wanted to just say, I mean, this Jazz team is a lot of fun. A lot of people are just, let's see, how do I do this? A lot of people are kind of just falling in love with this team, and it's fun. And I don't know, I think we started to see a little bit of the cracks tonight because they lost Colin Sexton, and so you could see how this, you lose a cog and they struggle to score a little bit. But it's a fun team. And I do think the Jazz are going to end up being kind of a bottom 5 record. I think at some point the wheels are going to fall off. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. But it's going to happen at some point. But you know what? It's still a fun team. There's a lot of guys on there. They're fun to watch. And they're going to win more games than we thought, probably. And they win in a fun way. There's no selfishness going on. It's incredibly unselfish team. And it pans out in the stats. 29.5 assists per game as a team? That's wild. Considering it was 22 last year, that's like minimum 14 points manufactured through passing that they weren't getting last year. Sure, are they missing a little bit of star power and defensive star power with Donovan Mitchell gone and Rudy Gobert gone? Yeah, but they're making up for it in style of play. They are making up for it with versatility. Offensively, things are a little easier for them because Kelly Olynyk can punish opposing, if they try to switch onto Olynyk, a smaller guy. We saw that he made that game-winning shot 2 games ago. Why? Because he can punish a mismatch. So it's just a versatile team that plays hard, plays together, unselfish, and they're winning games. So it's really fun. So who knows what's going to happen, 3 games from now. I know the next 15 games are pretty wild, and if the Jazz are still with a winning record after the next 15, 20 games, that's going to be crazy. But we just, like Christian said, just enjoy it. Just appreciate it. Have fun. Fall in love with players. Root for Vanderbilt. Root for Lauri Markkanen. Appreciate Kelly Olynyk, that he's showing that he's still a really good NBA player, Jordan Clarkson's fantastic. Who doesn't love Jordan Clarkson? Zintis, X marks the spot, my friend. $10. Thank you, Zintis. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Sorry I haven't been here very much, James. Been busy at work lately. Well, Zintis, no worries at all. I appreciate it. You're remarkably generous, so thank you. Thank you for being here. If you can't make it, that's why you can watch it after, But it is fun when we go live. But thank you, guys. But anyways, that's what I would say. Just enjoy the ride, guys. This season at times is going to drop off. We're going to have losing streaks. But it's still going to be fun. And, when they have losing streaks, go watch some Wembanyama highlights. I'm telling you right now, I don't know how you guys feel. I am a guy that has belief. And one of those things, I think we're going to come out of this draft with someone really awesome. Maybe two. Okay, we're going to end with something else. Look at me. I'm so tired. Look at my eyes. I am like... But anyways, our draft picks that aren't our own are starting to look incredible. So that draft pick for Royce O'Neal is getting kind of crazy because it is let's see. Okay, let's look this up. Okay, so they did a good job here on SI. This pick right here that they got, let's see. It is between the Rockets, Nets, and Sixers. And how this works is the Jazz receive the least favorable of these picks. So whoever has the worst pick of these three, so if it's like pick 5, pick 10, and pick 15 or whatever, then we would get the 15. The crazy thing is the Rockets are 1-4. So obviously that's the pick you would want if you could. The net, let's look at the standings. Look at this. Look at this. Now look at this. All right, look. So, we already know the Rockets, but look. The 76ers are 1-4. They're the same record as the Rockets. The worst of these is the Nets. Or they're actually the best. That's crazy. That's crazy. Right now, so let's go to tankathon.com. By the way, one of my favorite sites ever. If you aren't familiar with Tankathon, go to Tankathon. It's great. But look at this. It's the number 8 right now. Our pick right now is like 29. It's crazy how this season is going. This is a wild season. Obviously, we're 5 games in, but look at this. And then the Minnesota pick. Where's Minnesota? We get the Minnesota pick, right? Come on. Yeah. What record are they? If the draft started today, we would have the 16, the 8, and the 29. And our pick is the worst. That's crazy. This is like not what I expected. All right. Should we do a nightly lottery spin and just see what we get? Oh, do you think we'll win? We'll end with this. Oh my gosh! Could you imagine? Look at that. The number 1 pick from the Lakers for Wembanyama going to New Orleans. Could you imagine what would happen to the Lakers fan base? Look at this. Houston with the 2. We would end up in this with the number 9 pick. That'd be pretty cool. 9, 16, and 29. I'd actually be pretty sad because I would like to get one of these 3 picks. But look at that. The Warriors jumped to number 3. That would be a wild draft. All right. All right. Let's see. It's that time of night again. What we're going to do is refresh Dees. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, man, I'm so tired, guys. But the show must go on, right? All right, Jordan, by the way, live. Oh, Jordan, looks like we're all set. I'm glad we got that figured out. I did not have time to check before now. All right. Let's do this. All right, it's time to give a shout out to our All-Stars. These are the ones who make it happen. Let's give a shout out to Jordan the Go Besserell. He's back, and he's bad as could be. Just buckets, JB, baby. Baby Elliot Matson. I get it right, James. Baby Elliot Matson. Zap Watts, TGD Total Game Domination. Christian House Money to Haas. Tyson Price, the price is right. What's going on? I'm losing my mind. X marks the spot for Zintas. Can you guys even hear this? X marks the spot for Zintas. Joshua Hansen, the Danish destroyer. Ezekiel Raisibe, the man from down under. Austin, our great editor extraordinaire. Donald Schooley, schooling all of us. DW to CB, Darren Williams to Carlos Boozer. Jorge Arrizaga, mi amigo de bajo. Patrick Akubo, the connoisseur. And Robert Hall of Fame. Can you hear me over the music, or is the music too loud? Okay. All right, guys. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. I can't hear the music anymore because my helmet's on. That's okay. I will talk to you next time. Oh, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to you.